Hey everybody, tonight I'm addressing a pretty simple situation, but kind of a frustrating one. So this is a 2015 Fiat 500 Pop, just your basic run-of-the-mill car, and I started having an issue with a lot of water showing up on the passenger floorboard, and I pulled up the carpet, kind of tried to see where it was coming from, and I could even hear the car sloshing as if I jerked the wheel back and forth a little bit, and it sounded like it was coming from up behind the dash, close to the floor. I think I've got water pooled in my HVAC system, but if I stopped on a hill, pointed uphill, it would just come gushing out and flood back in here and get everything all wet on the passenger floorboard. So I popped the kind of cowl cover that was under the windshield wipers up out of position here, and I started out, you pop these little covers out of place and they snap into place, you know, break off that post if you feel inclined like I did, and then there's little rubber caps on the open ends of these wiper arms. You pop those out, use a knife or something. Then there's 13mm nuts right there. So Leatherman and 13mm is all I've really used. And what I found is this car only leaked in heavy rains, and there's kind of this whole gutter system that collects all the water, and it's supposed to be sealed, so check your seams. But this car never leaked before, and I know some people's have leaked from the factory and they had bad seams. And but this one, there's just this, it all runs down into this center channel, and over here I could see it had a lot of standing water. I can include one of those photos, but turns out I didn't need to take any of this apart. So watch this whole video before you take it apart, because your issue might just be the drain, and you can actually access this from under the hood, and you can see this one. I'll try to get in there, still dripping, and you see those little rubber flaps there, it's dripping. That's where it's supposed to drain, and mine was just all clogged up with dirt and fir needles. And I'm gonna go ahead and shove my little pry bar through from the top side so you can see where it comes out right there. But this whole thing is just it's supposed to reduce sound, I think. I don't know why they put those there. They cause more trouble than they're worth, probably. But anyway, you could reach in from the engine bay and just kind of agitate those and pluck all the, get from underneath and pluck all the dirt and things out of them. I got a big clunky watch on, so I can't really reach back there. This one, there's one on this side too. Follow those lines back and see if we can get it by hand. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my watch off. See if we can reach back in there. Sorry if this is getting shaky. I didn't really plan this one out. This is just kind of impromptu, but if I can get back in there. Oh yeah, I can. Well, there's the sludge that I'm finding, and I accidentally dislodged the whole thing. I shoved it up a little too hard. I felt it pop loose. So if you do that, well, maybe you will have to take this apart like me. So now I gotta try to reach back in there, way back in there, in that hole. But it's back there. It's easier to see with the naked eye. Anyway, that's all there is to it. Then put everything back. Dry out your carpet. Dry out the foam pad. Pain in the butt. This car only has 30-some thousand miles on it. And already has an issue. So I'm going to make sure I don't park this under trees ever anymore. Because this is annoying. Anyway, good luck. If you want to see more quick fixes, cheap, quick fixes, go ahead and click like, subscribe. Catch you guys next time.
It's not Bruno waking up here, but it's when he danced.
Why, Bruno?
When he danced on that
Why?
tank for his
Why do we do this, huh?